We know you're rolling. Radio Raheem here with Kathy Duva. Your man was ringside. We all saw the shot. The crowd went crazy.
I did.
Whenever we see Triple G, we usually see Kovalev. We were looking forward to seeing Kovalev in the ring pretty soon, but obviously that's not happening. Can you talk to me about why that fight is delayed?
Yeah, it's not that far off. I mean, we're going from the end of November into January, so it's just a couple of months. But we've been working on some things, some very big things with HBO. And the way the timing worked out, it worked out better for his plan for next year to be fighting on HBO early next year. And you couldn't do November 28th and be in early next year, so we had to make a choice.
Well, I'm sure you know that the word out there is that Andre Ward is preparing, and then all of this is to facilitate that fight. Is there any truth to that?
You know, the talks have been quite amicable. They continue. They're moving along very nicely, and of course, that's what we're all hoping to be able to accomplish by the end of next year.
Well, that's great news. What changed? Well, how did this start to be able to be something that was amicable and come about?
You know, we had spoken a while back, and I think they pursued some other interests they might have had, and then they came back. So. We were there waiting. I said, listen, you go ahead and do your thing, and when you're ready, we're still here. So they came back.
So when are you targeting for that fight? If you have the fight in January, how long do you think it'll be before you can get in the ring with Andre Ward?
Well, these are things, that are part of their discussion because they have to make their deal with HBO, and I think at this point we're just focused on Sergey and getting him in the ring, and I'd like to have him fight 3 times next year, and so it will be one of those 3, and we'll see.
How's his spirits? Whenever a fight is delayed, fighters, they focus on a date, they start to train towards that date. When it gets delayed, sometimes that can disrupt them mentally. How is he handling the postponement?
You know, Sergey's a great fighter. Of course, he didn't like the fact that we had to postpone, but he understands, and he sees the bigger picture, and he understands that this just was necessary to make sure to effectuate things that he wants just as badly as the fans.
Obviously, this is a fight the fans have wanted, Andre Ward and Kovalev. How excited was he to know that these talks were moving forward and that this is becoming a real possibility?
You know, he's very excited about it. He's very happy about it. This is his goal, to fight the best, to be the best. When they fight, if this works out, I do believe, the winner's going to be the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world, and that is his goal. And so there it is. Let's lay it. If the table is set and he can just go ahead and do his job, it just doesn't get any better than that.
We know Sergey loves doing his job, but as a promoter, it'll be hard for you not to look past this fight and look to the Andre Ward fight. How do you guys stay focused and make sure that Sergey keeps his mind on the fight in front of him?
Well, fortunately, that's more his trainer's job than mine. John David Jackson is very good at his job, so I will leave that to him. Sergey is a great professional. There will be an awful lot on the line with the fights that are coming up, with this looming. But he needs to stay active. He needs to be busy. That's what Sergey wants. I get the feeling that if Sergey, like tonight, if he can't be beating someone up himself, he'd like to watch other people do it. I think he just wants to go beat people up. So we have to just give him that opportunity every now and then, or he'll get more and more frustrated. So.
Thank you, Kathy. It was a pleasure to see you. Radio Raheem with Kathy Duva.